So it's 10:15. As expected, a lot of people did start late. Fair play to Gaz, he did put the match back to 10 o'clock. The ice is a bit thicker than what we all anticipated, to be honest. So we've got Glenn Picton on peg 2. You got Jack on peg 6 and his dad. Fair play, that's what you call devotion. Father and son. So just over an hour in and no one's caught yet. So just see Chris Cameron just tapping in a few micros and a few nuggets. Just nice light grade. Just to see obviously an indication. I can see toe and wind ain't going to be an issue today. Good thing about them hollow bristles, even on the other side of the lake where my camera is, you can actually see that float. So hollow bristles just reflect the light. Small little tiny little dink. So Chris is in. Chris was the first person to catch on the lake, and it was quite funny. Dean on peg 8 caught probably a few minutes afterwards. So there's obviously a great sign that there's a few fish actually willing to feed. The only problem with middle pool is there's lack of like small silvers. Like there's no, well, I wouldn't say there's not so many roach, perch in this lake compared to some of the other lakes. So Island Pool's got a lot more smaller fish, like a bigger head of roach, arguably maybe more skimmers than what Middle Pool has. Don't get me wrong, Middle Pool's got some lovely skimmers, stroke bream in them, but I feel like for me, if I was fishing this match, I'd probably feel safer on catching on Island Pool. It is tough. Maggots, without doubt, is best bait. Just dripping in a few maggots, a few micros. Chris Cameron's winning middle quite comfortably. He's got about 11 F1s. Jack's doing quite well on peg 6 now as well, to be fair. He's got 4 F1s, but it is very tough, very cold, as anticipated. So if I flick you around, and that is a very cold middle pool. So Jack, just into his first fish, is just about 1-ish. And as you can see, the sun's real bright. It's actually reasonably warm in the sun, to be honest with you. so everything was caught on maggots. Chris was doing the best by far on the lake, to be honest. Dean's caught, Jack's obviously caught, Mark Evans caught, and that is it at the moment. I feel like everyone should catch, especially when that light begins to sort of like drop to maybe like 2 o'clock, half 2. Hopefully everyone should catch. Chris has only caught F1s, that's all he's caught. So no carp's been caught. And to be honest with you, no silvers have been caught yet. Island Paul's fishing really hard. Going on 32's had a big roach. Tony Picton on 27. He's caught a couple of perch. And the rest of the people on island haven't caught, which is quite surprising. So it just goes to show what I know about fishing. I thought the Island Pool would have been a bit better. Trying to keep well back, you can see me taking a couple of photographs. Because obviously the last thing I want to do is spoil people's matches. So yeah, the video might not be the best, but people's matches are more important than my video. So one with nature, so this is a kestrel, I believe, I might be wrong, I'm not a bird expert. I've obviously got a robin underneath it, which may be a bit dodgy, there the kestrel goes. So yeah. So Island's a bit of a different story. My mate Gaz on 17 still hasn't caught. Alan on 15 ain't caught. And Tom Need on 13 ain't caught. Parts, if I can zoom out. 6 ain't caught. And Crumpy on 4 ain't caught.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited not looking back. Eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss now. I'm done living life with the lights up, done with my own doubts. Be free.
To be honest, Island Pool was a bit surprising. So far it's been fishing unbelievably tough. Jason Crump's the only person to catch in the first half section from pegs 4 to 17. So we have a little walk, burn some calories. Peg 32 and 27, so Tony Picton on 27's caught. But 27, for those who don't know it, is pretty deep. It's probably the deepest peg on the lake. And 32 is a reasonable depth as well. So Chris was catching well, and then he'd have to wait a long time for bites, same as a lot of anglers if you were lucky to get bites. But obviously in normal conditions you could put another section on, or you can move to the left or to the right, or chuck a lead. But obviously there's no room for manoeuvring, so it's just a case of sitting there and waiting. Obviously Chris is quite lucky, he's got the company of a duck.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. Bad blue. Sorta weirdly and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not
Bit cheeky, aren't they, these robins? Bless him, peg 2. Another bite yet. Hour and a half to go. So Chris Cameron's winning middle pool quite comfortably. He's got over 20 F1s. I'm not sure what weight he have. It'd be close between Jack and Dean on middle for the section. Jack on peg 6 and Dean on peg 8. Andy Stone's had one roach, which is a big one. Tony Picton's had a few perch and one little roach, but Chase Crumb's definitely going to win that section, well, win the lake. He's the only one. I think he's got 3 F1s at the moment. No one else has caught on the whole of the lake, just them 3 people. Nice fish from Cams. Well, just waiting for the weigh in, and I don't know if you can see, but already that's started to freeze back over. Neil McKinnon unfortunately didn't catch, and neither did Glenn Picton on peg 2 neither, so just feel there's no fish up this end of the lake, to be honest.
Right, my setup today was a 4x12 a PR float, homemade for me, on a 014 line to a 012 hook length with an 18-63-13 midi hook. The elastic was a 10 to 12 low vis hollow elastic, perfect for these types of venues in the winter. Bait wise today I've used a pinch of micros and tapped in a few 10 to 20 maggots every put in, just to keep a bit of bait flowing through the water with a double red maggot on the hook.
So this is definitely the match winner.
Well done, great.
Well done, Chris.
On a whopping 37.8.
37.8.
Yeah,
Well done, Chris.
way.
So Chris won the match, £37.8, lovely bag of fish look. Jack, fair play, just won the section with £17. And then Dino was a little bit unlucky, he's had a last minute sort of carp. And Mark Emmon has caught a skimmer and a few F1s, so fair play. There's all the weights, very tough. Take care, thanks for watching, catch you soon.